Welcome to my YouTube channel PGK Kadam Academy. Dear friends, we are going to learn in this video how to find out the product cost of this component. In this video, you can see here component is shown where the gunmetal component. We have to do the machining on the component. The 3D model is shown here in this diagram with the diagram. All the dimensions are mentioned in the diagram. Friends, can see what is the problem statement you have. Estimate the product cost of the gunmetal component as shown in figure. You can see here in figure, this is the sectional view of the gunmetal component bush. Material lost in machining is 20% of the weight of the finished product, final product weight. Density of gunmetal is 8 gram per cc. Cost of gunmetal is rupees 75 per kg. That is the rate of gunmetal. Machining labor charges 40 paise per square centimeter of machine surface. Total overhead charges are 10% of material cost. Friends, the problem statement. So to find out this, for this purpose, I have written what is the material gunmetal density of material 8 gram per centimeter. That cost of gunmetal is per kg. The rate of gunmetal. Material lost during the machining. What is the space we have to do the machine? The 20% of the weight we have to of the finished product. This is the finished product diagram. Machining labor charges 40 paise per 10 square centimeter of machines. Overhead charges 10% of material cost. All the dimensions are centimeter. So this gunmetal bush product cost estimation we have to do for the gunmetal bush shown in figure, and what we have to estimate, we have to find out the estimate the total material cost, manufacturing cost of the gunmetal bush. So for the interpretation of drawing, interpretation will be shown is drawing symmetrical section view is symmetric turn component, and gunmetal bush with the constant through bore is there. Step neck down, the diameters are there. This we can write this left end flange length 1 centimeter, 0.5, 4 is 2. Similarly, right neck, the right flange is there. Similarly, the middle neck section is there. Dimensions are mentioned for the middle neck 3 centimeter. Body is the 3, the length 3 and 4 diameter. After that, the right end flange is given dimension. Overall length of this job is 5 centimeter. 1 5 centimeter. Maximum diameter is 5 centimeter. So this is the interpretation of. After the interpretation of drawing, go solve the problem step by step. 1. First step shown in diagram. Just break up this component. Where break up component in parts. A part, B. A is twice, B is one time we have to calculate, and the C part, that is 4 part. After breakup diagram, we got the volume. We know this formula for the volume of a cylinder, pi by 4 d square. So this total volume we have to find out for this volume of part A, volume of part B, of part C. Here, A and B we have to add. As this bore is removed, material is removed, this volume we have to deduct from this addition of A and this B. So here written volume A, volume of part A, volume of part B minus of part C. And I have written this formula here and this tabular form. This is the section part A, left and right section. There 2 parts are there. So it is pi by 4 square into L, that is 3.5 square. This is diameter for this A part and multiplied by 2 multiplied by length 1. Length is 1. So all these dimensions are multiplied with the twice. So volume twice we get the value 19.4 centimeter cube. Similarly, we have to find out the for part B middle neck section 5 by 4 neck section 4 d square. That length is part C 4 dimension 5. So pi by 4 d square volume 15. Next is the find out the total net volume. How we can find out total net volume? Here volume of A plus volume of B minus volume of part C. Value 4. And next we have to find out the weight calculation. Volume net volume already we are calculating. How to find out the weight calculation? Net finish weight, you know, can calculate by net volume. Density is given here. Density of metal 8 gram. 4.74 is the net volume. 8 the volume in centimeter. Density in gram per centimeter. Meaning is 1.92 gram. Weight in material lost during the machining. The 20% of net weight means the net weight multiplied by 1.2. After the gross weight, rough weight, it is the 197 by 1.20. The lost 20%. So that is the 230.5 gram. So we have to convert this gram to kg by 1000. Get the 0.23. That is the gross weight required. We have calculated. After that, we can calculate the material cost. That we can formula material cost gross weight by rate. What the rate is given? 75 is 75 per kg. Material cost 1. Step 2 is completed. Next step 3 per cost. For that purpose, machining are given. Find out the surface area for the issue. So, well, surface area machine. Much surface area we have to machine. Outer surface area. There is the outer surface area. All out. That face area. And so that inner surface area. This is core area where to the machining. And we can outer surface area is the flange, right flange, middle section, that we find out pi into 5 into 1. Another right flange area is pi into 0.5. So is the diameter. 10.99 will get middle section area pi into calculation. The round surface, I have to find out the area by using this formula. 28.2 outer surface area. Once we calculated, what is the remaining? Then face area and inner surface. So next is the face area. Face area, two end faces. The facing operation we have to do it. At one this side face, right side, multiplied by 2 pi by 4, 3.5 minus 2. the face area where to do it. 2.5 overall emission is there at 2%, 2 minus 2 centimeter. We are done. Let's calculate the area. 12.9 square. Two shoulder faces are here. Faces, two small dimensions. That is the 2.5 minus middle section. That is there is a small part is there. Shoulder face. Calculate this value. That's why it is multiplied by 2. 2 into pi by 4, 3.5 square minus. The area is 5. The face area. After that, inner surface area we can calculate. Bore, do it, bring total AD inner length is 5. Using this formula, we can find out the surface area. Pi into area for this interface is 7.4. Adding this all this area, the total area 9. Given in the problem, 40 paise per square centimeter surface area by rate of the labor paise per 10 square centimeter surface area. So total area is 99.75. Then for 10 square is the 40 paise, and the labor cost we can find out total surface area 40 at 10 paise. That means that is 4 the labor. Next we have to find out the overhead charge. What are the next step for this overhead charges? We are calculating material cost. Given in the problem, overhead charges are 10% on material cost. 10% on material cost, the cost is 10 upon 100. So 120.1 is 1. So already we have find out this next step. Product cost we have to calculate. Already we have find out the cost, labor cost, and charges we are calculating. Adding these three, get the total product cost. Material cost 17.81, labor cost 4, 1.78. Total product cost or this manufacturing cost including the processing cost, product cost per piece is rupees 23 points. Friends, overall calculations. What are your top 3 takeaways from my learning from this lecture? Right, watching, subscribe, share, like.